We wanted to just kind of quickly go over again some items that we're heading in the right direction with Zoho, and kind of give you a sneak peek on what our topics at hand are and what we're really focusing on. So with that, we'll start out with the presentation with Bharath here, Bharath Sridhar, who again kind of handles a lot of our data center infrastructure type environment, and then we'll later have a session with Raju here about the same topic. So, Bharath.
Thank you, Mason. Good afternoon. My name is Bharath Sridhar. I work in engineering at Zoho, and I just want to give you a very quick, very brief, high-level overview of what's next for us here at Zoho. I just want to say again, if you cut the tail end of the panel that I was on just a minute ago, I wanted to make the point that Zoho is a very engineering-focused company. So when I, as an engineer, work at Zoho, I think about everything all the way from the data center up to your products. And that's something that we take very seriously. That's built into everything we do at the company. I want to focus just on three high-level trends that we're going to go into in the next year or so. And they're mobile, integration, and social. Now in mobile, we announced 3 apps today. You probably caught a couple of the announcements. We announced Zoho CRM for Android, Zoho Projects for iPhone, Zoho Docs for Android, and we're just getting started. There'll be a lot more to come. We are focusing a lot on smartphones, but we're also going to give you some tablet apps because we know that that's a big deal going forward. And as far as platforms, iOS, that's iPhones and iPads, iPod Touches, that's going to be a focus for us, as well as Android. And those are the 2 main platforms on mobile that we're going to focus on. Now, I want to talk a lot about integration, and integration is something you've probably heard the word 50 times today by now. You're probably sick of it, but we just want to hammer this home because we think it's a big, key part of what we do here at Zoho. And there was a presentation earlier from Raju on contextual integration. We think that's a big advantage for us, and we think that's something that customers get a lot of value out of. We talked about CRM and mail. That's a big deal. CRM and Creator is also, there was a session just now that I understand was very popular. Projects and Invoice is also pretty useful for customers. When we talk about integration, we don't just mean within Zoho, we also mean outside Zoho, connecting two Zoho products. Now, if you use Zoho, you've probably seen that bar at the bottom of your screen with the chat, and we put that in all of our products so that we can use chat wherever you are. You can keep in touch with your clients, your colleagues, whoever. We also integrate, even though Google is obviously a competitor for us, we integrate pretty well with Google Apps. We think that if you want to use Google Apps, we're just happy to get some of your dollars, right? So CRM and QuickBooks, again, QuickBooks, potential competitor for us, but we integrate as well as we can with them. Now, you hear the word social a lot. What does that mean? I mean, you probably heard about Google Plus. We're not going to be doing Zoho Plus anytime soon. That's not us. But we do want to make sure that you get access to the tools that you need. So we'll have a Pulse module in Zoho CRM, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later, where you can kind of keep track of what's going on in your business. We've announced already integrations with LinkedIn into both CRM and Recruit, and we think that's really useful for our customers. We also integrated Twitter with Discussions. I know Zoho Discussions is not one of our bigger products, but if you've taken a look at that, you probably noticed that we've integrated Twitter with it. And again, a lot more of these integrations will be coming up. Zoho Support is a good example. If you stay tuned, you'll see some really nice integration points coming there. Now, again, I've just gone through just very briefly just a couple of things, and we're going to have a lot more opportunities for integration and more advancements coming soon. There are a lot of apps that are coming in the next year, so that's something that we're really excited about. Now, I want to bring Raju up here to preview one of our latest products, and there was a gentleman who asked a question about something along these lines. The last panel, we told him to stay tuned, and this is what we asked him to stay tuned for. So Raju, why don't you come up here and show everybody Zoho sites?
Thanks, Todd. So, if you look at kind of trend of Zoho the past 5-7 years, if you have been following Zoho, in the initial days, we used to roll out one new application a month, and that's how we got to 27 different apps we have today. that kind of fall under a high level, a broader thing where we want businesses to run on Zoho. So today businesses run their email on Zoho, they use Zoho to host their documents online. They used Zoho CRM to host their customer information. They use lots of other stuff like accounting. There is definitely one missing piece, and in fact that's probably the starting point when you start a business. The first thing you do is probably register a domain and create a website. In fact, that's one of the missing pieces in Zoho, and the audience here want to say that we are addressing that. So very soon, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll have a new application called Zoho Sites. And today I just want to show what the product is about, how it works, and all of that. The concept is simple. We want users to just create a website by simply dragging and dropping stuff without writing a single line of code. And in fact, all of you have already seen the output of Zoho Sites. I mean, in fact, you might have, I think you might have visited Zoholics.com. This entire website that you have here is in fact built using Zoho Sites. Just put together a few things, drag a few things, and then publish it online. So it will be available at sites.zoho.com. Don't try it now, you won't have access to it. But here is a Zoholics site created, and maybe I can take you to the edit site to show you how it looks. We have a broad set of templates. We have tens of templates where you can pick a template and say, I want to create a site something like this. Of course, we have good detailed customization options where if you like to look at the code and modify it, you can do that. We have some detailed options. But this is how we have created the website. So you have the menu items on the left. You have headers, your various text options, image options. You want to embed a video, you want to embed maybe a flash video, and there are various options. And you can also create forms and embed forms. In fact, the contact form that you see here on the Zoho site is in fact one of the contact us form. It's important, this is really important because this is going to tie into your business application. So imagine your web to contact or a web to lead form in your CRM system directly embedded here. Those are going to they will make their way into sites. And imagine embedding the site, your contact information here. When your customer submits the information, that automatically gets into your CRM system and things like that. So if it is if someone, maybe a customer is requesting for support, it will directly enter your Zoho support system. So this kind of will act as an entry point, especially for small businesses. The website is probably one of the most important things. So that is the customer facing. And it's important to capture all the data and flow it back to the backend systems and make sure that it is all integratable and the information shared across the systems. I mean, and creating it is pretty easy. I mean, if you want to create something, let's say, let's do it like, I would like to get your feedback on how the conference is. And let's say I want to create a simple form. I'll go to forms. Maybe I'll do that in the home page. I'll go to forms. I say I want to create a new form. We give a few default forms, so that you need not create some basic things like contact form by default. I say I want to build my own. I'll say Zoholics feedback, just create a form, and it will take us to Zoho Creator. So Zoho Creator is a system that basically powers our a form creation within Zoho sites. In fact, Zoho Creator is the one that is already integrated into Zoho CRM and a few other applications. And that's pretty much what we did here in sites as well. So it will be good if you can give your name. So I'll say I want your name, your email address. If you can share that, that will be useful. Maybe an option, you like the conference, I can say maybe yes, no, just leave it like that, say done. And maybe any feedback you may have, so let's say just drag a multi-line stuff and comments. So we simply created a simple form, and maybe I just go back to the site editor and we have the Zoholics feedback form. But I want to put it on the website. How do I do it? Well, I'm here on the home page. Now, if you are the attendee, well, I would like to put it right here. Just drag a heading and say so. Maybe align it to the center. I want to like your feedback right here. Maybe I'll link it to few other things on another page where I will have it. So I want to create a page here. So let's say I want to create a new page and say feedback page. In the feedback page, I would like to embed the form. So I'll just drag it here. You have the feedback form. Maybe we can get rid of hide the banner on this page. We don't need that. And that's it. So we have the feedback link on the left side. All I need to do is just publish the website. And you'll be all set. So now you can log into your mobile phones or your laptops and submit your feedback on this. Now this is also optimized for your mobile phones. So if you log in to if you go to zoholics.com on your mobile phone, it will automatically redirect you to the mobile optimized version, touch optimized version. So you need not create a separate website for your phone. It's already pre-created if you have created your website using Zoho site. Now this is a Zoho content site. We will refresh it. So we have the feedback. Oh, I forgot to link that here. So just go back again. Go back to the home page. Just link it to the page we just created. This is the feedback page, and just publish it. And it should be all set. All done. Refresh it. Now you can submit your feedback for the event. That's it. So it's a simple tool where you can create your application, but it's an extremely powerful tool, especially when it is integrated with your other applications, which of course you have seen the integration, the priority of integrations for us. We are going to see a lot of integrations from us. So that's so if you can go to Zoholics on your smartphone, you'll probably see that, and I think that's what we wanted to talk about. So, and in fact, our team has built a short video talking about the products. I thought I will probably play it to see what it can do. So it's coming soon. So that's kind of what we have this session. So any questions?
Just external websites or internal as well? If you wanted to keep it private?
For now, it's external website. I'm saying for now.
How is that going to be priced? You know yet?
Still deciding. It's going to be affordable. We're talking $100 a year. So it's going to be affordable.
Well, it's unlimited
we have a joke. I mean,
Salesforce prices it at $70 a month.
Yeah.
We think a couple of zeros off, it's still too high.
Yeah, probably I have a decimal point somewhere in between. But no, we're not going to be $1,700 a month. No.
And it's unlimited.
They're not even going to be 17 a month.
Yeah, it's not going to be 17 a month. No, it's going to be less than. So, but it's going to be affordable. That's the whole thing.
That's part of the hosting fee.
Of course, yeah, hosting fees is included and everything is included. Configuration. Yes, and it kind of completes the story here. You have a you can come to Zoho. You can register a domain. By the way, we offer domain registration at domains.zoho.com. So you can register a domain. We automatically give you maybe an option, probably even a free version where you can host some kind of website. And host your email in Zoho Mail, host your documents, host your customer data in CRM, host your accounting data in Zoho Books, and support your customers using Zoho Support. It's kind of the ideal package for SMBs all integrated together. That's what we have set out to build. And are we there yet? No, but we are certainly making good progress together.